Hey dumplings, it's David this time. Welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is all about RM, Namjoon, Junie if you will. I think today or tomorrow is his birthday, so happy birthday. There's been a lot of stuff going on with RM and I definitely wanted to get into it and talk about it. I don't think I've ever made kind of a dedicated video where I just specifically talked about RM, but there's been a lot of rumors kind of going around and I have to talk about it. The first one is RM touching a girl's hand and she actually pulls away. Let's talk about why that is and why that happened. We also have seen RM having a ring on his finger and a lot of armies think he's married. So we got to get into that tea as well. If you are new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be the first to leave your hate comment, please just make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be the first to do so. Now let's get into it. Now let's give some context to the tea that I want to talk about. There's a moment not too long ago at a fan signing where this sweet girl came up to RM. Now this was a more Korean style kind of fan meet. The fans get to meet their K-pop idols up close and you get to have this long table where you get to meet them individually and you can kind of kneel or sit right in front of them and get a moment with them. Hold their hand, give them gifts, have them sign things if you wish them to do that. You really get to know a lot about your idols. And then of course you get to feel this personal connection. Some people have even gone through these fan meets and met BTS multiple times. They do these events in Korea a lot. So BTS actually does have regulars at these fan meets. And of course they remember these armies individually. They're always playful and really excited to meet them. And of course us armies, including myself, would probably die if they actually remembered us. I totally would die, oh my god. I would just flop in front of them and then just lay there on the floor. My life is complete. I do not need to live anymore. All the BTS boys specifically like to be really touchy. Hold hands with armies that come to the meet and greet. It's really the best way to just thank everyone for their support. And then even just having that little connection with them. If you look up any fan sign videos, you will definitely see their interactions with these armies and it's wonderful. One girl met BTS and RM specifically, and this was her first time going to this fan meet. She talked about this during a Korean forum site. People were talking about very specific Namjoon moment. And of course people were very excited to see how their K-pop idol actually is in real life. And this was the army's first fan sign ever. She's gonna remember this forever. She was obviously very nervous, as you are when you are meeting kings. She waited on this long table to kind of go up to everybody. The first person is obviously usually RM. So then she decided to of course reach her hand out. And before RM could even take her hand, she quickly pulled away. RM of course was a bit confused by this and surprised that the girl would pull her hand away. I mean, usually go to these fan meets and you want to touch your idol. Like why wouldn't you want to hold RM's hand? Of course, as you do, RM asked why she pulled her hand away. And the girl answered that she had a skin condition and felt a little bit insecure about it. Probably didn't want RM to see it or didn't want RM to like judge her for it. Keep in mind, Taeyang also has a skin condition. So I don't think RM is new to this idea. I think Taeyang is a little self-conscious of his little skin condition also. So of course RM would not judge her for this as he is aware of this type of thing. RM took her hand anyway and said that her hands are beautiful. RM felt she was beautiful regardless of the condition. I do believe RM probably told her not to be self-conscious of silly things like that. If he didn't say it, then I am saying it. A skin condition is nothing to be ashamed about. If it's something that can be fixed with cream or anything like that, i.e. a rash or something, and you want to fix it and get rid of it, then you can do that. If you can't change it, like if it's vitiligo or something like that, then don't change it. It's beautiful whatever you have. The army of course didn't forget this, and of course remained deeply moved by the fact that RM said this. I really think that she will remember something like this for the rest of her life. To have someone like RM at the status that he is, someone who is that powerful, to look you deep in the eye and tell you that you are beautiful and to not be self-conscious? You know, that's all someone needs to hear. I'm glad she got the message. This story was then of course shared onto Korean forums and this was the post kind of talking about it. Yes, there's also this that was a fan with a skin disease at a fan sign. When RM held his hand out, the fan withdrew hers, saying she has a skin disease, but he grabbed hers and told her, it's okay, you have beautiful hands. Is this girl still alive? Oh my god. One person on the Tweetster, they wrote this. It's 2 a.m. here, I needed this. I love him so much. My heart will combust. Sad face. Right? Aren't you a puddle of a mess right now? Like this is so sweet and nice. Just to hear that RM says things like this. He is literally the cutest and most amazing thing ever. I really do appreciate all the stuff that he has done for armies as well as the stuff that he has done individually for all the BTS members. He is really a great leader. Amazing leader and likely a place of light for armies and of course the BTS members. This also makes a lot of armies who do have skin conditions feel a little bit better about themselves. Anything that they would be insecure about, or maybe they don't look traditionally attractive. I imagine a lot of these people would even be reluctant to go to a fan sign to meet BTS because of those things. But now you know that BTS won't judge you for going. They'll still love you and find you beautiful. This was obviously not RM's intention to have a lot of people talking about this or a lot of people to be aware of this. This was likely just for the army who was insecure about our hands. But this is definitely something that a lot of us need to hear. We're all insecure about really small and tiny things about ourselves that really don't matter in the grand scheme of things. So it's really awesome to hear RM as this type of person. He is really awesome. RM has always been known to be super kind to ARMYs, kind to BTS members. He is an amazing person and deserves the world. One of the hot topics surrounding RM recently is if RM might be married or not. I've got so many requests to talk about this. So if you don't know what is going on, let me fill you in on the little deets. During a recent interview, or it might have been something that they were asked during press or something like that, there was apparently a camera that was recording them, and I think this was before the official show had started. In the video, you could see that RM had a ring on his finger, and then removes the ring and either switches it to the other hand or his other fingers. This made, of course, a lot of ARMYs think that RM was married. But I personally do have a few theories on this. RM doesn't just wear one ring. He often wears a lot and a lot at a time. Maybe rings just fit better on his ring finger. So he might have just put it on there when he was getting ready in the morning. And then later on set realized maybe it's not a good idea to put it there. And he was probably thinking, oh, I better switch it before everyone thinks I'm married. Which happened anyway. I also sometimes just put rings on my ring finger just to see. And then I forget to take it off and then it's like, ooh. I also don't necessarily think he's married unless it's to me. Then absolutely. But if he actually was, I 100% don't believe that Big Hit wouldn't put out a statement. A member getting married? I'm not sure how they would even hide something like that. It would definitely come out sooner or later. Also, marriages are public. So you can look up people's marriage certificates. If they actually got married, this would be everywhere. It would definitely come out sooner or later, and it would be much bigger than if they had just admitted to it in the first place. But there was no statement that was put out, so I don't think this is true. Also, the fact that he changed rings shows that he is not married, I think. Because the whole point of wearing rings is to show the world that you're taken. If he only wears it around his bandmates, that's like not really important. They would all know if he's married or not. The point would be to show the world. I think some ARMYs may have jumped the gun on this one, and I definitely wanted to give my opinions and thoughts on it. I don't think any of them are thinking of dating or anything like that at the moment. Also, when would RM have time to get married? He would have at least had to have been dating for a year before he got married. How would no one notice anything like that? I don't know, it seems weird to me. But I definitely wanted to go online and see what other people were saying over on the Tweetster. One person wrote, "Is it just me or did he switch the rings out? I don't care because if he's married, I'm happy for him." He definitely needs more people like this with this situation, if this was true. If BTS ever actually decides to date or anything like that, they're definitely not going to be scared to come out and say anything if there are more people with this attitude. So less drama and all that stuff. And they can finally just have some fun, you know? Other people have been saying that RM might have been married for months. No, he's not single. Check the couple of rings he's been sporting for at least the last 3 months. A ring is a ring at the end of the day. It doesn't necessarily mean anything. It also doesn't really even look like a wedding ring. It looks like a fun prop ring. I'd love to see our babies married one day. I don't think he is right now. But definitely looking forward to the day that he might be. Let's be patient. And whoever they decide to marry is probably going to be a cool and nice person. I don't see BTS dating no divas or anything like that. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for your comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go over there and check that out. I upload videos that I can't necessarily upload on here, such as material that has copyright and things like that. So I do keep it over on my Patreon, which will be allowed over there. You can get reaction videos like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions, all that stuff over there. So please make sure you go ahead and check that out. Anything you contribute over there really helps kind of give back to this channel, help me kind of keep going and things like that. So I really do appreciate you going over there and checking that out. Link in the top of the description down below. There's also 2 videos that will appear on the screen at the end of the video. Click on one of those. See you over there. Bye.